Hello everyone and welcome to episode 40 of Markoy Builds, where we find ourselves back in the northeast corner of the cyberpunk city in the residential area. And as I've told you already in the last in-between episode, I've been doing a bit of planning for the monorail system. And you see the purple line behind me? That will be the top rail of the monorail. And actually, it will be quite a big beam, and below it will be the monorail carriage. And obviously, and I would love it that the monorail carriage would move along that track, but I don't see a technical possibility for that. I don't want to work with flying machines. Also, you see that there's quite a bit of elevation differences going on. So, when we go there, you see that we start out pretty low. But imagine this thing will be bigger, and then the monorail carriages will be underneath here. So there will still be a little bit elevation to the boarding platform. But the reason that I want quite a big, how do you call it, a guide tube or a suspension tube here is that I actually want to make this monorail functional. So I will actually have minecarts riding in this tube, so that you can go from station to station, and the carriages will be just a static thing just for display. So this is the route that I've chosen, and I'll go a little bit faster here. So as you can see, there are some things that we need to rebuild or remodel. Here I made a small curve in the track because actually I want to have a building here and probably incorporate it into this build. And then when we continue along this route here, it stays pretty much over the road. And that is of course because initially I thought, shall we go in between here and then dig a hole through this mountain? But that would be really awkward with these the track passing the track of the storage tanks. That just did not feel correct. And also I considered going the other way of these buildings, but also that it didn't quite fit in well. So I chose for this route. So we make a curve here past the strip club. Then we go down a little bit in elevation for us to go actually beneath the highway over here. Then over here it sways a little bit to the side and ends up at the Trident Mining Company. And this is actually the top rail I was talking about earlier. I'm not 100% convinced that I will keep it in this form. I do like it, but maybe I'll change a little bit. As you can see, yes, we're also using the 1.21 blocks now. I was finally able to update it. I have been waiting for replay mod to be released for the longest of time. So now that it is there, then we can finally start building with the 1.21 blocks. That is basically the plan. I would say let's not wait any longer and let's start building a monorail in the cyberpunk city. Let's go. Okay, and after some replanning and redesigning, I came up with this as the top rail. And as you can see, I removed some of the copper. I think it was a little bit too much. Then again, now we have this whole bottom section filled with copper again. But especially if you take a bit of distance and with the lights inside, it looks quite nice. So yeah, what I'm gonna do now is basically copy this in along the whole route, and then of course for the curves I have to design it again, and for the what is it? The ups and downs as well. So yeah, let's do that as a time lapse. Let's go. And yeah, that is the rail where the minecart. Oh my god. Not the minecart. I'm riding the minecart. Now this is the rail where the monorail will be hanging on. So yeah, but first I need to finish up the technical part. So I need to start to determine where I want to have my stops. I think I like one in this building here, and of course down the end. Yeah, maybe there in front of the hotel as well. I'll find a few spots, and then we have to work out the technical details first. And yeah, the way we have to do that, we have to really make it that the minecart stops at that station. It cannot continue. It is not a hop in, hop out system because, yeah, when the minecart moves out of the player's render distance, it will just jam up, and that will be one big mess. I don't want to install chunk loaders because then the whole city will be one big lag engine. So no, I'm gonna do it the conventional way, just with ejecting from a minecart by an activator rail and the minecart being destroyed by a cactus or something like that. So I've used that before, of course, on various locations, and this will be roughly the same. So yeah, let's first get these stops in, and then we can start the construction of well, the rail supports and the monorail stations for the passengers. So yeah, let's jump into that and let's start building. Okay, and I came up with this system. And we're just gonna fly over here. It's a yeah, how am I gonna describe this best? It's a track changer, storage and launcher system. That's quite a mouthful. And basically what it does, I put some temporary blocks here, but normally the rails continues like this. When a minecart comes in here, it will automatically go in this direction, because these two rails are fixed in this position. The minecarts will get destroyed on the cactus. It will go into the hopper below here, into this hopper, into that hopper, into a dropper that is underneath here. That's actually, you can see that dropper over there. So, and then that dropper is pointed up to this dropper, and this dropper is pointing up to this dispenser. Basically, if we go down here, you can see that I have two observers here coming out with a flash signal into the bottom dropper. But this bottom dropper cannot do anything because it is powered from the top here. And what happens if I push a button now? This redstone will power, causing this dropper to fire whatever it has in it up into the dispenser. But also it will activate a signal through this repeater into the redstone dust. It will deactivate the redstone torch, and it will deactivate the redstone line, obviously, which will also deactivate the lock that is on this dropper. So this dropper is also it's enabled to shoot the minecart that it just received from the system up into the dropper above it. And the next time this dropper is powered, it will shoot it into the dispenser. Obviously, because it's only a button push, the redstone torch will reignite. This will reignite, and it will dispense a minecart onto the track. Also, of course, when we power this, and this becomes powered, it will launch automatically a minecart. Then on the side here, we have this arm coming out, and that is actually for the track changing. As you can see, the line leads into a powered torch here. We got 2 torches sitting here, one for the track, one for the powered rail. And so when we push the left button, and we're gonna just hop inside, push the left button, you see, we get fired off to the left. And that is because when this torch is activated, obviously this one will change direction. So it will go to the left and we will go to the left side of the track. So yeah, that is basically the setup. Obviously for the right side, if we want to go to the right, all we have to do is power this contraption and we will just shoot off in the right direction. So yeah, but this is basically the technical part of this build. Now we have to add a building around it, and also, of course, make the monorail train station below it, because this is, of course, the service part of the monorail system. And that is actually the part that we will be riding. That is the actual functional part, and the rest is all for aesthetics. And yeah, so let's continue now with copying this to various locations and start adding the buildings around it. Let's go. And that is the monorail carriages complete. Well, yeah, I see I missed some detailing here and there, but yeah, that I will fix that later. Yeah, the reason that I did the carriages first is that I need to determine what the size is for the train stations, or the yeah, monorail stations. Yeah, over here I did a one of the service tunnel train stations already. You can see I labeled it M2. It is stop Metro 2. The stop will have over there. If we fly, can you see it? Nope. Yeah, so that one is going to be Metro 1. And then over there Metro 3. And it continues all the way until Metro 6 at the Trident Mining company. Well, the driver is not paying a lot of attention, as you can see. He's looking at the passengers. So yeah, I guess with that we have the monorail. But yeah, I did a small pre-edit of the movie, and I found out that it's already quite long. So I guess for now what we'll do is we'll do another fly around, and we will construct the rail stations actually in the next episodes. Because yeah, it is actually quite a bit of work, especially this one, for instance, because I need to design a complete building which will house the train station. The same on station number 3. I need a complete building for that. So I might not even do that in the next episode. Station 4 is maybe a little bit easier, but yeah, there's still quite a bit of work involved. And as I mentioned already in my last episode, I don't have a lot of time at the moment. So I guess this will have to do for now. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I hope I inspired you once again. If I did, leave a like. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And of course, what I also want to say, if you have any comments or suggestions or anything, just let me know in the comment section. I love reading your comments, and I always try to answer as soon as possible. Yeah, again, I don't know exactly when the next episode is going to be. I will pre-schedule maybe 1 or 2 episodes as I will be having my holidays. So, yeah, again, I'm not 100% sure when that's going to be. But I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.